Hi, and welcome to the SmackDown review of May the 16th. I am, of course, your host, the Smark Knight. We'll get right to it. Today's SmackDown was better than last week's SmackDown by far, but you know, as a go-home show, it it kind of fell flat. But then again, it's the B pay-per-view for a B show. So, what can we really expect? I mean, Randy's has been on cruise control since SummerSlam, so he doesn't really care, evident by his tweets. And just after the show ended, he took a picture with Drew Gulak, and if you haven't followed 205 Live, Drew Gulak has been doing this weird little angle with Mustafa Ali, where he's trying to convert him to stop being such a high flyer. So he always like comes out with like a picket sign and what you call it a megaphone. As like there's a no fly zone, it's a no fly zone. So like backstage, Drew Gulak had his sign, and I guess he asked Randy if he could take a picture with him with it, and Randy was, he said yeah, and there's that picture now of a no fly zone. So Randy does not care, and it's quite evident. So like I said, it was a good SmackDown. The show opened with Kevin Owens doing the Kevin Owens highlight reel, keeping Chris Jericho in our minds when he does come back. Rumors have it that he might come back by July, which is rather early, but if Chris Jericho comes back, I'm not gonna be complaining. I was like, oh look, it's Chris Jericho, boo. No, more Chris Jericho, please. If his body and his mind are there, if he's not burned up, pardon me. Ooh, not very professional of me. But if his mind and his body are there and not burnt out at all, by all means, more Jericho, man. I can't wait to drink it in, man. Man. But yeah, Kevin Owens started off SmackDown with the Kevin Owens highlight reel. His guest was going to be Jinder Mahal, but AJ Styles came out to, you know, build up for their match at Backlash. Did you know they were going to have a match at Backlash? Because I knew that, but it felt like no one cared. Like, backstage, no one cared to build that up because they were still dealing with the aftermath of Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. So, right, yeah, these two are gonna have a match, right? Huh. So yeah, AJ came out, back and forth. Typical, hey, why wait until Sunday? Let's do it right now, brother. And of course, not just tonight. Jinder Mahal comes out, and Jinder Mahal shrinking in the spotlight. His mic skills aren't there, and I found it funny that we have both Kevin Owens and Jinder Mahal doing the exact same gimmick. Like, I'm a foreigner, funny enough. They're both from Canada. I'm a foreigner. I'm gonna talk in my own language, and I'm gonna draw the same amount of heel heat because I'm not like one of you. Again, it feels like nobody cares over at SmackDown. Like, nobody cares. And it's like this weird little back and forth that I always have with my friend Gio. Shout out to my friend Gio. Um, let SmackDown get away with stuff because Vince doesn't care, and he says, "Well, Vince has the final say," and like I know Vince probably has the final say, but it's SmackDown. He's probably a little bit has more slack towards SmackDown, and Shane is on SmackDown, and we all know he has a soft spot for Shane. So if Shane, I'm pretty sure if Shane, like, let's do this, or like if Vince has an idea, like he's gonna do it. So because then he does have final say, but like Vince can take a risk. Like he's like, okay, screw it, screw it. And I guess Vince, like his old age, catching up to him because he's like, ah, screw it, let's have both of them do the same thing. Like one's Indian, one's Canadian. Vince, they're both Canadian, but he's brown. God damn it, he's brown. They can't be the same. He's from India. God damn it. So Vince doesn't care. Someone over there really doesn't care. I mean, but yeah, Virginia came out, cut a promo. It was bad. And AJ and Jinder, they like, they did all like, oh fine, you and me right now, let's do it right now, and they did it. They had a nice little match. AJ, like I know why they had that match. They wanted to make Jinder look good, and of course, if anyone's gonna make anybody look good, it's gonna be AJ. So they had this little match. Of course, Jinder went over, but dirty tactics. Kevin Owens on commentary. The Singh brothers distracted the referee. Kevin Owens whacked AJ in the back of the knee with a title. AJ went down. Jinder capitalizes as his $1 million dream thing. They're calling it something. I have no idea what it is. Like they mentioned like twice, but it's like in passing. It's like, oh, he hit his. It's not like Corey Graves saying Kinshasa. It's just like, oh, he had his. Can you believe his? Is that devastating? Yeah. So he hit the $1 million dream. 1, 2, 3, and that was the end of that. Gotta look at my notes real quick. Then after that, and that's judging how memorable SmackDown was, which I said the same thing about Raw, but it's not their fault because we're in that weird stretch where we're not quite at the middle of SummerSlam, so we're just like treading water. It's the same thing like after SummerSlam, we're just treading water. We can't start the road to WrestleMania just yet. They're just treading water. So, yeah, what happened after that? I think it was the Fashion Police. I want to say Fashion Police, but I don't know. Again, SmackDown just flew by. And it was the Fashion Police, which, those guys are so talented. That's like the one thing, like, that stuck out. I don't remember when exactly it happened. Obviously, it happened after AJ and Jinder, but those guys are great together. That whole segment was great. It's sad that they're gonna lose to the Usos. And they're gonna lose. We need a heel tag team to hold those titles when the face New Day comes back and takes it back from them. So it sucks. At least they're getting some time. They're getting over. I mean, I'll be surprised if anybody hates these little segments. They're great. I mean, but look, maybe I'm being negative here. Maybe they will win the tag titles, and they'll have their one day is H. One day their day will be H. And Breezango went against the clones. Which what happened to the clones? They were jobbers on Raw. They came to SmackDown. They were a big deal. They took out American Alpha, and now they're jobbing to Breezango. uh, and then Breezango wins, and then the Usos came out and lit him up on the mic. Damn, those Usos are good. They're good. Love heel Usos. Keep it up, heel Usos. And after that, we had the contract signing, which the only memorable thing that happened during that contract signing is James Ellsworth. I love that guy. He was so great. Oh, James. Just that little. It's like, Shane, I got this. I got this. And just like, oh, I, there's no chance any of you have a chance with me, meaning James Ellsworth. I'm gonna throw water on the straight fire of yours, Becky. And Charlotte, you're the queen. I know you're hanging me, but I am the prince, and I have a princess of Staten Island. It's like, God, just go back and watch that segment. That alone. The two comedy, not even, it wasn't even a comedy segment. It's just James took over the segment, just like made SmackDown. We had matches on SmackDown, but the comedy segments were the thing that did it. And a brawl happened after that because then James said something to Naomi about stealing the glow or something, and then Naomi, you know, got an Ellsworth's face. Carmella had none of that. If anyone's gonna be pushing around her bitch, it's gonna be her. So Carmella got into a little beef with Naomi. They had a match afterwards. Of course, shenanigans ensue, and scramble happens, and Carmella picks up the victory on Naomi, which I don't know where that's headed. Maybe just like, oh, Carmella's getting a title shot on a random SmackDown. But I know the storyline, the way it's like set up. Maybe Becky or Charlotte turn heel. Well, Charlotte is heel, but she's playing tweener face. So maybe one turns heel and takes the from Naomi, then the other one who's not turned heel is gonna face her. The other when the one does turn heel, you're gonna have a nice little program heading towards SummerSlam. But no, it'd be nice to see Carmella hold the title. I mean, first she has to get better in the ring, obviously, but she is improving, so that was nice. That welcome committee standing tall, so that probably means that Team NBC are gonna go over, which I kind of wanted the welcome committee to go over because what's the point of sitting up these heels if they're just gonna lose, right? I mean, you're just building this momentum, and like, oh, next month they're not even on the show. Like they're just like background. So I really hope they go over and they continue the storyline because we still have Money in the Bank, and we can set up the heel turn then, like at Money in the Bank, and then we're heading towards SummerSlam. But I mean, if NBC goes over right now, it's gonna be lame. But yeah, after that, Baron Corbin beat the crap out of Sammy. Oh, Sammy, what are they doing to you with that weird nerd gimmick? I like it. I mean, because that's kind of my personality. So like, I'm immune to it. It's like a snake being immune to its own venom. It's like I get it. I get Sammy, but I can get what like random everyday people are not gonna be down with that Sammy gimmick. And so Corbin beats the crap out of him, and that match is official now for Backlash. And after that, we had Jinder. See now we start getting to the unfun parts again. Randy Orton against Baron Corbin in the main event, and I knew why they had this match. Baron, you know, putting him in the main event against main event players, trying to make him look good for eventually if he does win the Money in the Bank, because that's what the rumors have it right now. He's gonna win the Money in the Bank, and win the title later on, in the winter, maybe. I know he's probably not gonna head to SummerSlam with the title, but the plans are for him to have the title by year's end. And so, putting him in against Randy, the WWE champion, holding his own. And also, I understood it after the match, but when it happened, I was like, really? You're just gonna beat him clean? Randy beat Baron Corbin clean. And, we could have had Jinder, which he did come out after the match ended, and the Singh brothers interfere. We could have had Sami Zayn, get some comeuppance on Baron. But no, he just beats him clean. Which, again, I got after. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta make Randy look strong. Because God forbid Randy looks weak. I mean, we all know he's gonna beat Jinder. I mean, there's no way Jinder beats Randy. But yeah, the Usos. God damn it, I am out of it. Sorry. I mean, I had a rough weekend, and now I feel like I'm battling this weird cold allergy thing. It's just been a mess of a couple of days. But yeah, the Singh brothers and Jinder come out, lay out Randy, and that's how SmackDown ends. Which again, it was better than last week because it was pre-taped and they didn't give a crap. And at least they gave a little bit of crap this week. It's gonna be a BPA review, and it's gonna be in Chicago. So, and I know somewhere in there's that Dolph Ziggler segment which led to nothing. We're just like, oh, okay. You can't put Nakamura on the mic because he wants to talk. He has that strong accent, and he has the mouthpiece on because he wants to talk with a mouthpiece. But someone should really make him understand, dude. You have a thick accent, and mouthpieces, they're gonna make it hard for people to understand you. But yeah, that's how SmackDown ended. Backlash in Chicago. Uh, the card, maybe that's why they did it. Also, like they know the card sells itself. It's in Chicago. A bunch of indie darlings are gonna be doing their thing. We know Ziggler and Nakamura more than likely is gonna deliver. Kevin Owens and AJ are gonna deliver. Uh, Breezango and the Usos are gonna deliver. I mean, there's no way that under delivers. I mean, come on. Sami Zayn against Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's confident. He's getting better every day. And it's Sami Zayn. El freaking Generico. So it's gonna deliver, but maybe that's what they was like. Oh, forget it. Those guys just get over in the ring. But the one thing that did bother me, my Ruru, Alexander Rusev, handsome Rusev, was supposed to show up this week, and there was a no-show. That bothered me. I wanted my boy to show up, but he didn't. It annoyed me. It's like, how dare you bait and switch me? But maybe next week he'll show up. But yeah, as for news, which I covered a lot of news last week. I mean, not last episode. Damn, I am out of rails. But yeah, the news. Matt Hardy tweeted that he hopes that they do come to a deal, so he does have his broken gimmick back. Um, Yesterday on Raw, Kurt Angle came out. Braun Strowman is going to be out for 6 months. It turns out WWE did what it does best with numbers. It overinflated. I mean, like, I don't know what's Vince's fascination with overselling his numbers. Maybe overcompensating, you know. But apparently Braun Strowman is not going to be out for 6 months. It's just the work, brother. They're working us, and it's going to be back by SummerSlam. It's going to be like, oh, look, he's so superhuman. So yeah, nobody get depressed. We're going to get our man back soon enough. And let's see what else happened this week. They interviewed. Shane had an interview. They asked him how long he's gonna be there. He said he doesn't know, with the company, but he likes it. He likes what he's doing, and so we'll see. I like Shane. Shane's not bad. I mean, like I said, he does have some influence with his father, and which I'm pretty sure has allowed some people to get over like talking smack. And I don't know if it's just in the same interview, but on an interview last week, Shane said that it is harder for some people to get over and on SmackDown because it's a lot of time. Sorry, the allotted amount of time is not sufficient for the amount of people that are on the roster. And he brought up specifically Eric Rowan, and that during live events he has this mask, but it's a clown gimmick thing. So he has this clown gimmick, and talking smack. The week after, talking smack, Eric Rowan shows up with this clown gimmick, which not only that, but he has two other gimmicks along, two other masks. He has his steampunk mask with that weird monocle and that tubing going on. He has that clown mask, and he had another one. I can't remember what it was. But see, Shane facilitates it for people. That's why, like, I hope he stays for the long haul. It's good for SmackDown, good people on SmackDown. So hopefully he stays on for the long term. By the time this goes up, it's gonna be dated. But Will Ospreay is teasing using the RKO in his finish in his match tonight at the Best of Super Juniors. So, which is funny because his move is a springboard stunner, so it's kind of an RKO already. So let's see if he actually does it. It'll be funny if he does, just for the giggles. Another news: John and Nikki Bella were removed from the opening of tonight's SmackDown. You know that little intro. Yeah, they're removed from it, which is weird because they asked John Cena to come back by Money in the Bank. So, I don't know if that's a sign of something. Like, oh yeah, maybe he said no. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna come back. I'm John Cena. I have movies. I'm having a life outside of you guys. So, oh, coming in across the wire. Just to look this up. More than likely, it's the worked answer, but Rusev was not, according to his Twitter, @RusevBull. Sorry, #SmackDown Live. I had to make that At Preds NHL game. See you when I see you. Quit teasing us, Ruru. I want you back. Yeah. Hey, I'm a big fan of Rusev, okay? I've been on that bandwagon for a long time. That man has earned his due. And finishing off in the rumors and news, uh, according to a picture snapped from behind, apparently Finn Balor is dating Kathy Kelly. Which, good on Finn, but I bring it up because, it's news of the wrestling world. But I mostly bring it up because, I don't know, if you're watching this, comment on it. But the reaction from most everybody that I saw is that they're surprised Finn Balor is not gay. I never got a gay vibe from Finn Balor. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, he's not gay. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's like, I never caught that vibe from Finn Balor. So that's like a shock when people were like, oh, he's not gay? It's like, okay. Like, of course he's not gay. I mean, comments. Are you shocked about this news? Finn Balor, Kathy Kelly? Like, Finn Balor not gay? I'm not. Apparently a lot of people are. And one last thing. Since Eva Marie was not going to be returning because her contract is up around this time, not a precise date, but she's not going to come back. She's not going to be coming back for Total Divas. The producers are looking for a replacement, and one of the possible replacements, the front runner right now, is Charlotte Flair, which bothers me because I get why they want her. She's the top woman, not a diva. She's the woman, five-time women's champion. I could get why, and also the Flair. That's what they say. She's back to being Charlotte Flair now, not just Charlotte. But I mean, she and the rest of the four horsewomen, Emma, um, Alexa Bliss, they are the new age, right? They're the women. So putting Charlotte on Total Divas totally, I don't want to say craps on them, but like Charlotte does not deserve to be there. She is a wrestler. She wrestles. She is the second generation, born better. She is not a diva. Even in her gimmick, she's not a diva. She's just better than you. Not in a diva way. She's like, I said, I can kick your ass. I shot out of the loins with the ability to kick your ass. It's not a diva thing, so, nah. Hope it doesn't happen. But yeah, that was news. And of course, if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be having the Backlash and Takeover Chicago live stream. I'll be doing commentary. And so like and subscribe so you don't forget. And I'll be doing the live stream, doing the commentary, keeping you guys up to date. I'm just going to look up Backlash so I can remind everybody, remind myself, and remind you guys of the card. Let's see. Okay, so it was announced today as well that Ty Dillinger will go 1-on-1 against Aiden English in the pre-show. Obviously, Dillinger. Luke Harper and Eric Rowan was made official on Talking Smack. Can't really forget about that, but that's a tough one. But given that Eric is probably likely debuting his clown gimmick now for the mass audience at the pay-per-view, more likely I think Eric's gonna go over. Sami Zayn Corbin's gonna go over. It could be weird if they make him lose twice. In the span of SmackDown and the pay-per-view. Nakamura, obviously. The Team NBC against the Welcome Committee. More than likely, Team NBC is going to go over, but I want the Welcome Committee to go over. So, if you're betting on this, which, why are you betting on this? It's a work, brother. Team NBC. The Usos against Tyler Breeze and Breezango. The Usos. Kevin Owens against AJ Styles. Kevin Owens just won that thing. And more than likely, AJ is going to go for the WWE title by SummerSlam, so it'd be weird if they more likely have another match or they're gonna stick AJ in the Money in the Bank. But I'm pretty sure Kevin wins by nefarious means. Uh, and the main event, which I hope they flip flop Kevin and AJ and Orton and Jinder and have AJ and Kevin close out the night. But Randy Orton against Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers for the WWE Championship. Randy, 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 Randy. Which sucks in a sense that it's like with my argument with the Welcome Committee. You build up these heels. You have Jinder beat the crap out of Randy. Randy hasn't got any offense on Jinder. If you look back, I mean, he hasn't. So you build up Jinder, and he's gonna lose, and more likely he's not gonna get another match with him because Rusev's gonna come back. So you build up Jinder, and now he's gonna get relegated back to the mid card, and everyone has a dance partner. So I don't know what exactly is gonna happen to Jinder after this, but it sucks. It kind of reminds me of RTruth. Remember RTruth? I got on that bandwagon with RTruth when he had that brief feud with John Cena, and we saw the beginning of Little Jimmy. But before that, I was totally on board. I thought he might actually beat John Cena. I was like, oh, damn. Like, RTruth, man. Smoking cigarettes, beating the crap out of John Morrison. Yeah! That's what's up. And then, that kid. Go back, capital punishment. The only capital punishments. The only good thing that happened at that capital punishment, CM Punk, Rey Mysterio. CM Punk went over Rey Mysterio. He had this little moment with Steve Austin. Then the following night, he said, "I am declaring myself for the WWE Championship," and that which led to Summer of Punk. And that's the only thing that came out of Capital Punishment. And yeah, that main event, RTruth has stole the title on Raw, the Raw before the Capital Punishment. He had the title. He walked out with it. No music. Like, he's a heel now. He's RTruth, goddammit. He's gonna take that title from John Cena. He already has it on his way. He's just doing this as a formality. He just needs the 3 count and he's gone. And they had a good match because RTruth can go. He's a former NWA World Champion when he had that TNA run. And they had a good match. And then, of course, he had the notification with that kid. And then that kid, that little Jimmy, threw soda at RTruth, which totally distracted RTruth and stunned him to the point that John Cena capitalized, gave him an AA, and retained his title. And RTruth was thrown into obscurity, but not before the final big middle finger. They had him team up with The Miz for the Awesome Truth, and then they jobbed out to The Rock and John Cena at Survivor Series. And because the Survivor Series did not make big numbers, it's not John Cena's fault. He's John Cena. It's not Del Rio's fault because you made him the champion instead of having White Hot CM Punk retain that title. It's not CM Punk's fault because he just won the title and he's white hot. I mean, in the backwards logic. And it wasn't The Rock's fault. It was RTruth and The Miz's fault that Survivor Series did not get big numbers, so they got shit on, and RTruth got thrown into obscurity, been doing stupid comedy gimmicks, and it wasn't until this past Monday, when he was relevant again, because the Goldust turned heel on him. So yeah, the WWE Surprise Gender has a weird tag team with somebody, and then gets screwed out like 4 years after, 2011. 6 years. In 6 years, he's relevant again when someone turns heel on him. Poor Jinder, goddammit. Poor RTruth. I'm angry. But yeah, those are my picks for Backlash. And of course, not only that, I'm doing NXT Chicago, the takeover. So let me get my picks really quick on that. Which, just to start off, there's no way Itami goes over. Like, I don't feel like Itami is gonna go over Bobby Roode. It'd be weird if he does go over Bobby Roode. But yeah, I have Bobby Roode retaining his title. Asuka, Ruby Riott, and Nikki Cross. Asuka retains. I still have her losing the title to Ember Moon at Brooklyn 3. Maybe even retain the title and just having the weird. My dream booking for Asuka is she goes into Brooklyn and just destroys Ember one more time, or not even destroys her, just like does that thing she did at Takeover Orlando, and just like sneaks out, heals out, and just shows up on Raw the next night and just beats the crap out of whoever the champion is. More than likely it's gonna be Sasha or Bayley. God forbid Alexa's the champion for a while, and she beats the crap out of them, and then Commissioner Regal comes over to the next episode of NXT. You do the same Page treatment. Like you can't be double champion. You gotta fork over the NXT championship, and like she leaves NXT undefeated. That's my dream booking for Asuka, because just this past Sunday she had a match at a live event, and she surpassed Goldberg in an undefeated streak. She's now 174 and 0, but no one's making mention of that because no one's better than Goldberg. But yeah, Asuka's my pick to retain. Authors of Pain against DIY in a ladder match. Give me the Authors of Pain. And especially with the news that came out yesterday that that singer, I forgot her name already, but she's doing the vocal tracks for Johnny Gargano's new theme song. Johnny Gargano's, not Tommaso Ciampa's, so she'll leave it a tweet now. So even if I didn't remember, you can't go back and look at it. So more likely, uh, AOP is gonna go over, and Tommaso's gonna finally lose his crap. More than likely, Johnny's gonna be the fall man. Gargano's gonna lose his crap and just beat the crap out of Johnny and turn heel. And of course, we're gonna have Tyler Bate against Pete Dunne, which I have as my match of the night. Give me Tyler Bate. I want Pete Dunne to win, but it's too early. That title, the UK Championship, has not had enough traction on it. We need Tyler Bate to hold on to it a little bit longer. But maybe he drops it later on with some more tapings, but not now. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are gonna have the match of the night, and that's it for the official matches that have been announced. But more than likely, we're gonna have an appearance by. It's shocking we're gonna have an appearance by Aleister Black, especially Aleister Black. An appearance by Roderick Strong, because actually built Roderick Strong in that video package before his leading up to his match with Itami. I wouldn't surprise me we see Cassius Ono or Andrade Cien Almas, La Sombra. He deserves better. A man can only stay so tranquilo for so long until he just snaps. So hopefully we're gonna end the print for those guys, because 4 matches for 2 hours. I don't know. So maybe we'll see those guys in something. Maybe an open challenge. Who knows? But yeah, that's it for my picks of NXT Takeover. My picks for Backlash. Again, like, subscribe if you like this. Again, subscribe, and you're going to be entered for a chance to win an Finn Balor Funko Pop FOE exclusive, the Demon. Again, I'll be announcing the winner at the live stream for Backlash. So, yeah, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and the Instagrams, AJLife500. Like, subscribe on the YouTubes down yonder. Come back on Saturday, come back on Sunday, doing the live streams. I have no life, obviously, if I'm doing that and doing this. So thank you for watching. I am the Smark Knight, doing the review for SmackDown, May the 16th, and Smark out.